Hello everyone, welcome to a Hungry Men Trip Report. In today's flight, we'll be aboard United Airlines Flight 3577 from Minneapolis-St. Paul to Newark. The plane we're flying on today is the Embraer 170 regional jet, registered as November 855 Romeo Whiskey, operated by Republic Airways under United Airlines United Express program. As we had arrived to our gate, we were notified via the United Airlines app that our flight was delayed by about 15 to 20 minutes due to air traffic control reducing the amount of planes landing around that time frame due to weather or dense traffic. At least that's what our app said. So for us, no biggie. We just sat our time and be patient with our flight. And as you can see, coming into view is our Embraer 170 that's going to take us on our 2.5-hour journey to Newark International. As you can see, this plane does have the older livery with the white, gold, gray, and blue. And it was planned for this plane to have new livery with the shades of blue coming up very soon. Now let's enjoy seeing our Embraer 170 park into the gate. Now that the plane's parked, let's get to boarding. During our boarding process and then getting settled into our seats, there was a second delay that occurred. The weird thing was that we were not notified via our United Airlines app, no announcement from the flight crew or pilots on board this flight, which was very odd, because in prior experiences, in my personal opinion, most United crews are on top of it, like letting you know what's going on, letting you know the situation. It just happens to be a one-off thing when this happened, but please comment below if you've experienced this before. But let's move on, and now let's get to our takeoff. Next, let's check out this economy seat. First, you do have a full-size tray table, enough for any meals or snacks you can eat, or any work on your laptop, tablet, or actual papers. Below that, you have reading material, including a magazine, credit card ad, and a safety card for the plane. Next, you have 31 inches of pitch, 18 inches of width, and about 2 inches of recline, and the armrest can move up or down all the way. Then above that, you have an adjustable and bright reading light, very good light. From there, you do have an individual air vent and a flight attendant call button. And then lastly is the window, very traditional window, and it has a window shade. Next is the food service. In economy, you will get complimentary beverages and snacks. We opted to go with ginger ale for our beverage and stroop waffles and Biscoff cookies for the snack. All three were very good and delicious. But I do have a habit lately of drinking ginger ale and Sprite or any sort of like ginger ale flavored or lemon lime flavored items. Comment down below if any of you ever experienced that same thing as well, either in a flight or after a flight, because I'm very curious if there's anyone in the community that does this. There's also other beverages and snacks available for purchase on this flight as well, such as alcohol and snack boxes, which you can pay via your credit card. We did purchase one of the $10 snack boxes for you guys to review. This is what one of them looks like, a variety of snacks, so you can pick and choose whatever you want to eat and then save for later. They were all very good. To be honest, it's not quite worth the $10 for the amount that you get. But then again, I'm a big eater, so I like to eat a lot of stuff for the price that I get. But if you just happen to be hungry and you need more food, or take advantage of, say, the rewards and bonuses that you get from your credit card, such as from the United Explorer card or Chase Sapphire Preferred or the American Express travel cards, go ahead, take advantage of that. But other than that, I think I advise staying away from those boxes unless you really need it. But other than that, overall, food service was pretty solid on the flight. Some good snacks and beverages to get through our 2.5 hour flight. As we prepare for our arrival into Newark International Airport, there are a few more things to discuss about this flight. First is the in-flight entertainment system. The in-flight entertainment system is via your personal device by the United Airlines app. So essentially, you would connect into the app through the Wi-Fi, and then you'll be access to the TV shows, movies, and other content provided by United on the flight. When it worked, it worked. But when it doesn't, it becomes a massive headache. My partner from Hungryman Productions was trying to access the system and was having so many issues, and in the end gave up and played with games and content that he downloaded on his phone prior. So when it worked, it worked. When it doesn't, it kind of doesn't. So it was mixed bag on the flight. And then for Wi-Fi, it's provided by Panasonic, but if you're in economy, you will have to pay for it. And then there are no USB outlets and no power outlets. So if you're looking to charge your device on the flight, that's going to be a no-go. So make sure to charge your device prior or bring a portable battery bank to charge it on the flight. Now for the final scores. So for the seat, average, 3 out of 5. The food, even the complimentary food and the ones we bought were pretty average as well, but still good, was 3 out of 5. With the issues with the in-flight entertainment system and the pauses when it worked for me, we'll get a 2.5 out of 5. And the crew, unfortunately, will be getting a 1.5 out of 5. Again, I want to give kudos to the crew. You know, they managed to handle 70 passengers with their needs, with food, drinks, and make sure we're all taken care of. But the failure of the crews, and especially on United standards, in my personal opinion, where they never communicated why we were delayed by nearly 45 minutes after the doors have closed. Like, again, nothing about air traffic control delays, nothing about passenger missing the flight, so they had to take their bags out from the cargo compartment area. Nothing of that matter. Nothing from the pilots even. So it was a surprise for sure. So that's why they get that major ding. Usually I would give them a 2.5 or 3 out of 5 in this case, but unfortunately it's lower. So you're looking at an overall score of 10 out of 20, 50%. So it's very subpar, but it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It's just average. So this is what I believe many will see in terms of regional flight products if you fly with either with United or any other US-based airline. But so it was average. Let's leave it at that. So as we get out this flight, I'll be heading to my next flight from Newark to Amsterdam. So that'll be coming up soon. So stay tuned for that. And always, friends, always stay hungry.